So it was 5 years ago. I was a little 9 years old girl back then. In front of my house, there was a big tree and a land that it was free back then. Right now, there is a house, so the tree is gone. The land was dirty. It had a lot of trash on it. In the summer, my mom would open the windows of my room at midnight so that the air could run freely in the house. In that moment, I was used to go and see outside my window at midnight. It was really strange because I would always wake up at 3:30, 3:35 a.m. I would be watching the land in front of my house and especially the big tree. I don't know why, but it was like the main element in the entire land, even if it was just a side. That midnight, I woke up at 3:30 a.m. I would approach the window as usual and see outside the window calmly while the wind ran in my face freshly. I saw a black cat in the land. I don't believe that black cats are of bad luck. I didn't and I don't. I love cats, so I started to stare at the cat. Until something moved slightly its arm. I focused my eyes on that something that moved its arm. I was looking to a man-looking creature, but it was like 3 meters tall, and at that moment I could see that his head was cut off. It had no head. I was shocked. I couldn't even move. Even my mother was in the same room, but I couldn't move or talk. I just remember that I turned back and started to walk into my bed. It was like if something was controlling me. I sat on my bed and started to see the creature. I could see it because it was a really tall thing. After like 5 minutes, I could recognize that it had a head. The strange thing here, and the proof that makes me believe that that creature wasn't a human are: Number 1, he was a really tall man. Number 2, he was literally so thin, like if he starved for a year. Number 3, the street was illuminated by the lights. I could even notice the cat, but the man was completely like a shadow. I couldn't see its face. Number 4, who would be out at midnight in front of a tree doing absolutely nothing? So I remember taking my sister out of the room, telling her everything. She kind of believed me because when I took her to see the creature, there was nothing, just a black cat. My family didn't believe me, especially my father. He would just joke about it, saying that I was hallucinating. After that, everything went back to normal. Until like 4 months ago, I could feel someone watching me. And last night, while I was trying to sleep, this time I was alone in the room, I heard someone enter into my room while whispering something, but when I turned back to see who or what was doing it, there was nothing. And now I am just hoping that none of these happens to me again and trying to ignore the feeling that someone is observing me.